We haven't been doing as much birding lately at all, and the cameras haven't come out, but binoculars are a great way to stay fresh with your identification and just to keep at it. Little binoculars like this are great because we bring them in a lot of situations where we probably wouldn't have planned on birding at all. Just having them there in case we do see something is really nice. So as they say, the old saying, the best binoculars are the ones you use most, and I feel like these ones might fit that bill. These are the PENTAX VD 4x20 WD compact binoculars, or the V series binoculars for short. So they're super compact and lightweight, obviously, but they're also a really high-end binoculars. These things aren't cheap. They're over $300 Canadian, so I'm guessing around $250 US dollars. So for that price, what do you get? Well, you get waterproof binoculars that can go down to 1 meters deep. Not that we'd ever go underwater with these things, but we would use them in the rain. We're using these things for birding. The way PENTAX describes it, they say they're for theater, sports, museums, but at 4 times magnification, they're really handy for birding. We've used these on a few birding excursions looking at some of the fall migration right now. We've used them a lot in the backyard too, just looking at the feeders, checking out the woodpeckers that land, some of the blue jays, feeding them peanuts and stuff. So 4 times magnification, even though it's not very much, you'd be surprised at how much better of an enjoyment of viewing a creature at 4 times magnification is over just the naked eye alone. So kind of nice to have, just keep by the back door, just for anything that happens to pass by as well.
They're super lightweight. They don't even weigh a full pound. It just makes it really convenient. They're like a grab and go. You could take these on a walk around the neighborhood. So you can see the size difference. You still get that, binocular feeling of, holding a pair of binoculars, but a lot lighter, something you can just slip in your pocket. The strap on these is really nice. Just a nice thin little strap, nothing big and bulky around your neck. It's got these little pieces that slide through the side to connect to the strap. You clip them in, and then it's got this neat little strap to kind of bring them together. Really comfortable motion, really comfortable to wear. Nice and light all around.
When we're doing any serious birding, we'll bring some bigger, larger binoculars with bigger objective lenses because that increases the light gathering power. And in those low light situations, early morning or dusk, you really need that light gathering power to get a crisp image of a bird. So that's always been the problem with compact binoculars like this. They're great and convenient and portable and so small and lightweight, but just the diameter, the aperture of those objective lenses just isn't enough to let a lot of light through. Fortunately for these ones, the fully multi-coated design has that super reflective coatings on it and the phase coatings and the dielectric coatings. So in our experiences in a low light situation, today actually early on was very overcast and we could see things just fine. So I do think that those coatings do make a difference.
Downey's still over there?
Yep, there he is.
Oh, I see him on the big tree.
Yeah, he's hopping up. Is it just me or you don't really actually have to focus these?
I know.
Like the depth just changes.
It's like you just hold them up and they're already in focus.
When we used these today, it was when we walked our dog Rudy, which we do every day, but usually it's one or the other. If we want to do birding or bird photography or serious birding with binoculars, we can't do it while walking Rudy. But we could with these because they're so small, you just bring in your pocket. If we happen to see something really cool, whip them out and get a 4 times view. So what's really cool about these binoculars in particular is the design. They actually come apart and turn into 2 monoculars. It feels kind of weird. I feel like I just broke the thing. But you couldn't use them in the monocular format. So if there's 2 of you, you each have 1. And then even cooler, you can actually thread it on to create a mini telescope at 8 times view. Pretty cool, the design to be able to do that. Not something we'll ever do. I've never liked monoculars, and spotting scopes are a different experience. And if I'm going to do the spotting scope road, I'm going to do something with a bigger aperture and more magnification. But for the binoculars themselves, They're really great and really compact. You can really feel the quality in these. There's the rubber coatings on them. There's a nice eye relief. You can change those back and of course get nice sharp focus and nice crisp images. So they're really great little binoculars, even though they are quite expensive for, you know, a compact pair of binoculars like this. In the past, I've used binoculars of this size, little 4x20s, and they were just a disaster, a huge letdown. And it was that light gathering power. It was in Newfoundland. I bought them from a little, I guess it was like a gift shop where I bought these binoculars. They were, I think, $50. And they were pretty well useless. I had them with me, but I remember trying to use them in the evening and I just couldn't see a damn thing through them. So when you do get these little binoculars, you're of course giving up that light gathering power through the aperture of these small objective lenses, but with good coatings on it, I think it can help a lot with those super reflective coatings.
These Pentax binoculars, the 4x20, are very comparable to the other binoculars that we've done a video on, the Pentax Papilios. The minimal focal length for these are 0.5 meters. It's similar to the Papilios. The weight is very similar, both very lightweight. The Papilios were designed for viewing butterflies, but I would say the biggest difference between the two is the multi-functionality of these and the 3-in-1 feature of the monoculars, and then, you know, attaching them to make a little bit of a longer telescope style viewing experience.
Okay, every time you talk about the 3-in-1 functionality, you have to pull them apart.
Ta-da!
Rudy, you're getting me tangled up, buddy. You'd think he's doing it on purpose. So at the end of the day, who I think these binoculars are for is someone that wants a really high quality pair of ultra compact binoculars. These things are tiny. They're a little bit bigger than my wallet. So they fit in your coat pocket, no problem. You can one-hand them. In situations that you normally couldn't bring binoculars along, you could definitely bring these along with you. And if you are interested in the monocular side of things, that's pretty cool. And then the 3-in-1 turning into a telescope as well. I really like these little things, and if you can handle that price tag, I think they're pretty amazing. It wouldn't surprise me at all if these got really popular over the next few years.
This is a change, but it's a nice change because I felt like we've been kind of lacking on getting out and making time for actual birding trips. So this is kind of an excuse to just make every trip a birding trip. In this little middle section here, and it would create two singular straps for each part of the monocle. So, monocular.
Not monocle?
Not monocle.